In this video, we're going to be talking about buying a home here in the city of Concord. Now, also, we're going to talk about the opportunities that are available in Concord, why you got to jump on it, why there's so many great opportunities right now in this city. Now, before we get started with that, guys, look around the screen. You can see our calendar link. If you have questions and so forth, want to talk more about your specific needs, go out to our calendar link. Love an opportunity to connect with you and answer all your questions. So let's get in talking about what's great about Concord and why it's a must buy in 2025. As I said earlier, there's some amazing opportunities here in the market here in the city of Concord. Let's talk about what it is right now. Let's pop this first slide up here. Now, within this slide, we're talking the monthly average price of homes. Let's look at that line, that blue line that's 2025. We can see that September 2025 prices dropped off nearly $64,000 or 8% in 2025. Now, those lower prices are really creating some opportunities for buyers. We're going towards the end of the year. Prices tend to be the lowest towards the end of the year during those end of year holidays, and so expectations is we may see prices fall even lower than they are right now. Now let's go to the next slide, okay? And this one we're talking about inventory. If you look at that purple line, we're seeing August inventory fell off. Now lower inventory means higher prices, but one of the things to pay attention, look at that line itself. It is well above all the other lines. So we're seeing the highest inventory we have seen in the last 5 years in 2025. So we got a couple things happening. That higher inventory gives buyers more options. Also, it keeps competition for homes low. So that lower competition really keeps prices down, makes it easier for buyers to jump into the market and buy a home. So there's some great opportunities out there created by that lower price and higher inventory. Now let's pop this last slide up here, and we're looking at the 30-year fixed rate mortgage on a weekly basis, the average. Now, one of the things we're seeing is it's been trending downwards the last 10 weeks. Last week average was at 6.26. Now, the Feds met and made their announcement, so we're probably going to see rates bouncing back a little bit, but we still got low interest rates. So we got low interest rates, high inventory, giving buyers more option, less competition for homes, and keeping prices low. So some great opportunities jump in the market right now. Now, guys, one of the things you may see in the market, you get frustrated because you've got a house, you've got 15 offers on this house and so forth, and you're like, man, there's nothing that's changed in the market. Well, here's what that is, guys. If you get a seller that's doing all the right things, they've made their house look great, they've priced their house to create demand, they've done all the right things to make sure that their homes get shown quite a bit, you're going to have groups of buyers coming at home, creating a lot of demand, driving that price up. Now, you got to remember, there are also a lot of other great homes out there. There are going to be the most desirable homes on the market that you're going to see a lot of people. They're going to get multiple offers and so forth, but there's going to be other homes out there. So pay attention to the market. There's some great opportunities out there. Now, we spoke about all the opportunities for buyers here in the city of Concord. There are definitely different neighborhoods for different buyers that's going to fit your lifestyle, that's going to fit your particular needs. Well, let's go ahead and pop this slide up here. Now, this slide has got the average annual price of homes here in the city of Concord. Now, one of the things we're seeing is in 2025, average price is about $752,000. But if you look at all those different neighborhoods, those are just a handful of neighborhoods here in the city of Concord. Remember, we're a city with about 127,000 people in the city. One of the things we're seeing is, for instance, one of our more executive neighborhoods, a luxury neighborhood, we have prices that go all the way up above $1.4 million plus. And then we've also got our Monument Corridor neighborhood where we got prices that are around 400,000 or in the 400,000 range. So really a lot of diverse neighborhoods and the diverse lifestyles. Some of my favorite neighborhoods out there is, for instance, Bishop Ranch, or Bishop Estates, I'm sorry, not Bishop Ranch, commonly referred to as the President Streets, because those are all the streets are named after presidents. Now, one of the things that's really cool about this neighborhood, it's diverse. You've got single family homes. You've got homes that are single story, 2-story, ranging anywhere from about 1,500 square feet all the way up to about 2,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and a price that's about $847,000 this year, averaging about that. Now, what's really cool about this neighborhood, it's this really close-knit community. They've got a swimming pool there where people go, and the kids go on the weekend and so forth. They have swim mates and so forth there, and the neighbors get to know each other and build community. One of the things that's kind of cool is one of the neighbors during Halloween actually does a little barbecue outside her house and brings people together for a party at the end of Halloween and so forth. And the community gets together and does things like this, and everybody kind of gets to know each other. Another great neighborhood is the Crossings. It's probably one of the more desirable neighborhoods out there and things. And one of the things we're seeing that's interesting about the Crossings, where we see overall prices are down in 2025, prices are actually up in the Crossings because there's so much demand for homes in there. And one of the things that really kind of attracts people to the Crossings is the schools. It attracts families there because people tend to want to go to Walnut Creek schools, and that particular neighborhood is one in Concord that goes to Walnut Creek schools. So it allows people with children to move into that neighborhood and look at some of the schools over in that area. Now, it also has community houses, a pool, so forth. It butts right up against Newhall Park, which there's hiking out there. There's a great dog park. There's bocce. It's pretty close to Lime Ridge and things. So great neighborhood in that area. Another one that people really kind of trend towards is the Ygnacio Woods neighborhood. Now, this is an executive neighborhood with larger homes and stuff going 3,000 square feet or more. Average price is over $1 million in this neighborhood, and it's convenient. It's right there in Oak Grove and Treat. Easy shot to the freeway, easy shot to BART and so forth. Just a really convenient neighborhood. Also, community pool. A lot of people get together in that neighborhood. So those are some examples of just great neighborhoods in the city of Concord, giving you a lot of options out there. So far we've identified just what great opportunities and why those opportunities exist here in Concord. There's a bunch of diverse neighborhoods here in the city of Concord to fit everybody's needs or everybody's desire. And one of the things we want to talk about is the lifestyle here in Concord. There's 3 things that I love, and 3 top things, is the trails here in Concord, getting outside, doing things. Raising kids here in the city of Concord, that's been, that's been a great experience. And also the proximity, getting over to other cities and taking advantage of things around us. Great opportunities for that. First of all, guys, anywhere you're in Concord, you could jump on the trail. There's some great hiking out here. You start talking Lime Ridge, you start talking Newhall Park that I mentioned earlier. Some great hiking around there. Got a dog park and so forth. And there's many dog parks. If you're an animal lover, a lot of things to do out there. You can jump on one of the trails basically anywhere you're at here in Concord. You can get on the Contra Costa Trail, Contra Costa Canal Trail. You can get on the Ygnacio Valley Canal Trail. You can get on the Iron Horse Trail. So if you're a runner, hiker, and so forth, great place to be. Now, the other thing I love is raising kids here. Now, one of the things, there's all sorts of activities get involved in, all sorts of schools, public, private, so forth. Activities ranging from dancing to sports to some of the more unique sports, some of the more eclectic activities out there and things, all here. I remember, taking my daughter and bouncing on the trampolines and playing dodgeball on trampolines and things, so a lot of really fun, cool stuff to do. Now, the other thing I love, or the third thing here in the city of Concord, is the proximity. Easy to jump on the freeway, easy to get to many different locations. We've got great restaurants and so forth, world-class restaurants here in the city of Concord. And one of the things my wife always points out was that we don't pay for parking anywhere in the city, which she actually loves that. But we've got music. I think a couple years ago, and probably still this way, Concord was considered one of the top 10 destinations for music in the country, because we've got the Pavilion and so forth here where bands visit all the time. But also love getting out, going over to Walnut Creek where we've got world-class restaurants. We've got Dean Lesher for shows and so forth. We've got world-class shopping. So great opportunities out here, as we start talking getting outdoor, place to raise a family, and just everything, taking advantage of everything that's around us. A couple of great things here in Concord. So we've spoken about some opportunities here in the city of Concord, what's creating those opportunities, and we've spoken to some different neighborhoods. Remember, we got some super diverse neighborhoods here in the city of Concord. Now, one of the things to think about is, how do I take advantage of these opportunities? How do I get into contract for a home? Now, the first thing, guys, is probably connecting with a real estate agent. That person really kind of get you pre-approved, going to help you figure out your finances and so forth. Really kind of get you honed in on the homes that's best for you. Get you into contract, figure out how much you should be offering, get those inspections and so forth done, and then get you closed on the home and get you guys moved in. Now, one of the things I spoke about earlier is there's always going to be those most desirable homes in the market, and those are the homes that look the best. They're staged, they're priced aggressively and so forth. They're priced to create demand. And those particular homes are going to have a lot of activity on them. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to have multiple offers. Now, one of the things you got to do is, if that's a home that's the fit for you, you probably have to be a little more aggressive and offer a price that's probably higher than what it's listed for. But also, there's going to be many other homes out there that may not have that much demand, may not have that much interest from buyers. And the way you're going to actually identify those is those homes that have been sitting on the market the longest period of time. That length of time sitting on the market really is an indication that the home may be overpriced, and it's not being seen by buyers who'd be interested in that home. So sometimes you can come in and look at offering something a little less and really look at getting a deal on those particular homes. The other thing to look at is price reductions. When you start seeing homes, the prices being reduced by a small amount, it tells you there may be some opportunities there. When we do price reductions, there are some numbers where there's more people behind those numbers. For instance, 800,000, buyers typically look for 800,000 and below listings. If we drop that price to $795, there's not a lot of people who are looking for homes at $795 and below, or a lot more people. So you're not picking up a lot of buyers by just reducing it by $5,000. You need to reduce it all the way down to about $775, and there's going to be a lot more buyers looking $775 and lower. So when you start seeing a price reduction that's an odd number like $5,000 and things like that, and you're going from $800 to $775, it tells you they didn't pick up a lot of buyers. They didn't reduce the price enough. There may be some opportunities, and right now the seller is reducing the price a little bit, so they may be becoming more flexible and willing to work with you. And there may be some opportunities there. So those are some things to look at in the market. Remember, connecting with a realtor, looking what fair price is for a home, and look at what you actually have to offer, and then considering homes that there may be some options out there or some deals on those homes. So guys, if you're looking to buy or sell your home, look around the screen. You're going to see our Calendly link. Love to connect with you and answer any of your questions, okay? Hey guys, have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon now. Bye-bye.